Is what it actually feels like outside. Feels like 16 below right now in Bangor. Feels like 12 below in Rockland. 21 below is what it feels like in Portland, and 24 below right now in Greenville. But these could dip even lower tonight. Again, it could feel as cold as 35 below. Wind chill advisories in effect and wind chill warnings for the entire state. The warnings are a little bit more severe. That means the wind chill could get to about 30 to 35 below. Advisories mean it could get to about 30 below as well, but it doesn't matter when it's that cold. Frostbite can set in under 10 minutes, so that's something you want to be aware of tonight and through early tomorrow morning. So we'll talk about when the wind finally stops and when these temperatures might get a little bit warmer, and another storm on the horizon. We'll talk about all of that coming up, guys.
Will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Today, millions across our country are honoring the life and legacy of civil rights leader and activist Martin Luther King Jr., a man who pushed for racial equality while promoting peaceful and non-violent protests.
And for his efforts, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. He served at the forefront of the civil rights movement until his assassination in 1968. President Ronald Reagan first signed Martin Luther King Jr. Day into law in 1983, and it became a federal holiday in 1986.
Now, Martin Luther King's son, Martin Luther King III, visited his father's national memorial in Washington, D.C. earlier today. His wife and daughter joined him at the site. They placed a wreath and posed for pictures before leaving. The monument in our nation's capital has been open since 2011.
And he wasn't the only one to visit the memorial. President Trump and Vice President Pence also went to pay tribute. It was an unplanned surprise visit to the monument. They spent several minutes there before returning to the White House.
Now, back here in Maine, many are honoring Dr. King's legacy.
That's right. Our Samantha York is at an event in Portland commemorating the holiday. Hey there, Sam.
Hey, Lee and Shannon. Yeah, I'm here at the Holiday Inn by the Bay in Portland, where people are attending the annual Martin Luther King Jr. event that's hosted by the NAACP. I'm going to step out of the way so you can kind of see what's going on here now. People are just starting to trickle in. We've got different booths. There's a choir here singing different songs. So people are just now starting to show up. Everybody should be taking their seats around 30, 45 minutes or so. So let's walk on down this way. I'm going to show you guys where everyone is going to be sitting tonight.
How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
Let's walk on this way. So it's a pretty big room. If you come on here, they're expecting about 700 people. So here's the room. Excuse me. So this is going to be filled in about 45 minutes to an hour. And also making history tonight is Maine's Governor Janet Mills. She's going to be attending. This is the first time Maine's governor has come to the event in years. We'll have much more about that coming up on News Center at 6. Guys, back to you.
Well, last night's overtime win was one that Patriots fans will not forget because their hearts probably still haven't stopped beating so fast. And there's hopefully will be more memories for Patriot Nation to be made as they gear up to take on the LA Rams out in Georgia for Super Bowl 53.
Yes, good memories, right? Our own Jess Gagne, Chris Costa, and Zach Blanchard were there in Kansas City to witness it all. And they join us now for a quick wrap-up from Kansas City.
But it was really cool to see passion from the other side, and you know how emotionally invested people in Kansas City are in the Chiefs and were in this team, and how disappointed they feel today. But they're clearly not fair weather fans. They're not bandwagon fans. They're still proud of the team, even though they didn't make it to the big game.
And I got a text from Enrique Alonso, who we interviewed earlier this week. He's originally from South Portland, and he said that what we saw, the tailgating at Arrowhead Stadium, it's like that every week, not just because the Patriots were in town for the AFC Championship.
And let me tell you, that energy, I mean, for me, the first time coming to an NFL game, period, never mind for you guys the first time following the Patriots to this kind of game, I mean, it was amazing, even for the Chiefs to feel their energy, and as well as some of the Pats fans and the Mainers we saw in the group. The energy really was absolutely incredible throughout the game.
I thought the best part was seeing the reactions of the Patriots as they're coming off the field. And Tom Brady looks like he's going to his first Super Bowl, like it was his first time. And all these guys had such great reactions to it, like Jason McCourty. He's the brother of Devin McCourty. Devin's been playing with the Patriots for years, but Jason was with the Cleveland Browns, so talk about a team that hasn't won a Super Bowl in a long time. And he's coming into the tunnel screaming before they go into the locker room, "We're going to the Super Bowl!" Oh, it was awesome, and it was so great to see that and see all the guys so happy about this win and what they pulled off in Kansas City against arguably what has been for the entire season the best team in the NFL.
The team to beat. What I thought was really cool too is the trophy celebration wasn't on the field. There wasn't a confetti drop. In fact, the loudest stadium in the world went silent as the Chiefs exited, and the Patriots did their celebration in the locker room where we were waiting. So we got to see some of those genuine moments, that first few minutes of reaction, which was really cool to witness and you know, to have the camera rolling and be able to show you guys.
Of course, great job. All of them out in Kansas City. And a great game. All right, it was February the 3rd, 2002. The Patriots and then St. Louis Rams were about to meet in Super Bowl 36. The debate all week leading up to the game was who should Bill Belichick start at quarterback.
I mean, I don't know if you guys remember this. It was crazy. So it was either veteran Drew Bledsoe, who had helped the team beat the Steelers in the AFC Championship game the week before because Tom Brady had gotten hurt, or that first-year starter, a guy named Brady, who had that injured ankle. That was 17 years ago to the day that the Pats and Rams will meet in Super Bowl 53. And it's when the Patriot reign began. Patriots up 17-10 late in the fourth quarter when Kurt Warner connected with Ricky Prohl on this 26-yard scoring strike with 1 minute and 30 seconds left to play, tying the game at 17. Enter Tom Brady. With no timeouts left, Brady drove the team downfield with the two big plays being a 23-yard strike to Troy Brown, followed by a 16-yard toss to Jermaine Wiggins. That set up Adam Vinatieri, who kicked his way into history. The 48-yard field goal marked the first time in Super Bowl history that the game had been won on the final play. It was also the first Lombardi Trophy for the Patriots, who came into the game as a 14-point underdog, which was the third biggest Super Bowl point spread at the time. Nobody thought they could win.
That's why we can truly say, can nobody on the outside, nobody knows this feeling, because we did it. When we were 0-2, we're the only ones that believe. You guys didn't even believe. Week in, week out in the playoffs, we're the number 2 seed. They get no respect. Now everybody's watching us celebrate with this confetti coming down, and we deserve it.
You've been dreaming of this day since the second you signed with the Patriots, and now it's finally here.
It's finally here, and it couldn't happen at a better place. The last time we came, there was a whole bunch of yellow and green confetti flying around. It was the worst feeling I ever had in my life. This right here, I mean, this is a team. No one stood out like a sore thumb. We've been playing like this all year. Different guys making plays, you know, play in and play out, and we came through. This is the best football team I've ever been on.
We shocked the world. We shocked the world.
Oh, yes, they did. Now, before the Patriots won that Super Bowl, it had been 16 years since any Boston sports team had won a world championship. It was the 1986 Celtics. Now, the Patriots win, then set off a run of 11 titles in the last 16 years. Patriots have 5, Red Sox have 4, Celtics and Bruins have 1 apiece. That is pretty unbelievable.
It's great to be a Pats fan.
You could say that magic, the New England Magic, all started 17 years ago when the Pats beat the Rams, or you could go back to this day, 25 years ago today. The architect started drawing the blueprint that led to it all.
Robert Kraft became the owner of the New England Patriots. The Massachusetts businessman and longtime Pats season ticket holder bought the Pats for $175 million. Under his ownership, did the Pats fill up the trophy case? 20 playoff appearances, 9 AFC championships, and fingers crossed, I don't know if I want to say it. 6, yeah, I know. 6, don't say it. 5, and then +1 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool with the Kraft family in charge, no doubt about that.
And you've witnessed so much, though. I mean, the memories you have being at the forefront of all that your sports
we don't have
days.
enough time. So.
No, we don't.
But the Kraft family has ties to Maine, too, cousins, and they used to spend every summer in Algonquin and Wells area, so they would bring the trophy when they started winning them at first. Now they've just won so much, it's like, might as well just bring the trophy every day. So.
Yeah, and everyone, doesn't like us anymore.
Pretty cool.
It's fine, whatever.
So that Pats win made a lot of people in New England pretty happy. obviously, maybe not in other parts of the country, but yes, in New England. Also helped raise some money for a pretty good cause. Deering High School girls assistant basketball coach Billy Goodman told his team if the Patriots won, he would run what's called an 18 today. Always the teacher, Coach Goodman took his loss as an opportunity to possibly help others win. This afternoon, the Deering girls and boys basketball teams, coaches, supporters, as well as representatives in the Maine Children's Cancer Program did the running, took donations to raise money for MCCP.
Well, I figured, why don't we make it a little fundraiser. My family's always raised money for cancer, so I figured it just all came together and got some people to donate. We've collected $350, and I think throughout the week we'll collect some more for the Maine Children's Cancer Program, and hopefully we can get over $1,000.
The epitome of leadership right there.
So my only concern, and I'm sure yours as you were watching the video, was where are the first responders? just in case.
They weren't standby, they're outside.
I mean, I'm not saying the adults weren't in shape, right? But they weren't in shape. But also, I didn't run, so.
Yeah,
I had the camera.
He was busy.
Yeah, very busy, very busy. So there you go. Great cause. All right, we are in the middle of a cold spell. Really, shocker. Is there any warmth in our future besides the warm and sunny personality of Jess? Her full forecast is coming up.
And how a man is overcoming adversity to circle the world 1 mile and 1 continent at a time. We'll explain right after this.
All right, Facebook, hold on 1 second here. We're a little technologically challenged at this moment. So
I'm always technologically challenged.
You have to say that slow.
Yes.
Because you don't want to
technologically.
So hold on.
Let's go to some other. What was Jackie doing in Bangor? What was in hockey? What was going on?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hold on. All right. And here we go. Come on. Come on. And hey ho, here we go. All right. Both teams should get possession of the ball, says Patty. I actually agree with you, Patty. Good-looking lady to my left is the one and only Miss Shannon Moss.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Yes, it's cold. Daniel's in Millinocket.
What was that? Okay. I'm good, Fred. How are you?
The Jeep Patriot and the Dodge Ram.
Oh,
and Chrysler products.
Yeah, Leo, that's clever. That's very clever.
All right.
I like that.
Hello, Deb. Paul, it really is mind-blowing. No, I don't have a mic yet. Don't worry about it. Fred, I'm happy to hear about your ankle. You know,
what's wrong with his ankle?
I hurt his ankle.
Oh, I'm sorry,
better,
Fred.
A little bit better each week. He's on the mend.
All right. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear.
What's up, Fred? We said hello to you. We said hi to Julie.
I could set up my own, but I'll just lean over here.
Shannon, did you ever work in Boston on television?
I did not, John. Oh, no, but I was in Fall River and New Bedford, Massachusetts. Not Boston, but a little more south. I was a little cable station. Fall Rive and New Beige. I loved it.
Hey, look, it's Charlie Berg.
Oh, Charlie Berg. Hey, nerds.
Did you see the Charlie Berg video yesterday?
Yes, how they duct taped my godson.
All DHS.
Yeah, my godson.
Like that was a problem.
I said, he's not a Chiefs fan.
But it was pretty funny.
It was good. It was his flag football uniform.
I know, Julie, my microphone doesn't work. Sorry. They won't get me one.
This one doesn't?
Yeah. Since we're in the first month of 2019, time to do a little bit of check on your resolutions. Are you slacking on your resolutions? Did you make any?
No, because I knew I would.
Right, so why make them?
Exactly.
Why set yourself up for failure? It's a great strategy. We want to introduce you to a man that can give you a little motivation if you're having struggling issues like we clearly are.
Yes, clearly. Well, he's planning on running 7 marathons over 7 consecutive days. What? On all 7 continents. And he's not letting a health condition get in his way. Wow. Here is Jeff Zevely with more.
Eric Tozer grew up a star athlete, the type of guy who could sprint to the top of any mountain. But at the age of 22, his health suddenly plummeted downhill.
How surprised were you to be diagnosed with type 1 diabetes?
It was a complete shock to be diagnosed.
Without proper amounts of insulin injected into his body, Eric and others living with diabetes can die.
You need to know what your blood sugar is 24 hours a day.
Monitors attached to Eric's body send life-saving signals to his watch.
Right now my blood sugar is 158.
And this app checks your blood level 200 times a day?
Yeah.
Most people in need of a blood check every 7 minutes might stick close to home, but not Eric. He's packing his bags.
7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 consecutive days.
For those of you with a calculator and map, that's a whole lot of jet setting and jet lag.
Eric will leave San Diego on January 27th and run consecutive marathons in Antarctica, South Africa, Australia, Dubai, Spain, Chile, and one last one back here in the United States in Miami, Florida.
I was excited, also nervous.
Eric's wife Jen and their 2 daughters are inspired by a father, willing to ride the diabetic ups and downs with courage.
There's risk factors. It's a life-threatening disease.
Which is just why Eric wants to do it.
I don't think anything's impossible. I tell my 5-year-old that every day, nothing's impossible.
He says his greatest fear is failing you and the girls.
Oh my gosh, wow. Well, he could never fail us. I mean, he's an amazing dad. He's an amazing husband. He's an inspiration to our family.
And soon the world, by putting the weight of this disease on his shoulders and running all over it.
I can't wait. I'm excited. It's going to be incredibly challenging.
In the Zevely Zone, Jeff Zevely, News 8.
That's a lot of running.
I really can't. That's a lot.
I can't do 1 marathon, never mind 7.
I don't want to drive 26 miles. I certainly don't want to run it. So, just saying.
True. All right, coming up, we're going to hear about how the cold is not stopping some UMaine students from taking part in an annual hockey tradition.
And we'll see what Jess has got cooking over there at the big board.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right. Yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
I
I don't.
That's a lot.
My body would shut down.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Seriously, 7 in a row? That can't be good for you.
Joe says it's wonderful to have you here. I hope that you're staying warm.
Oh, hey, Joe. Good to see you, as always. Well, see you, talk to you. What? Stop it. Stop it. Is it 100 degrees here? Am I having a hot flash?
It just got
Which is really toasty.
Maybe it's the turtleneck.
Maybe I should have worn the dress.
Yes, Joe, the fire alarm went off again today. I was not in the building. It's not my fault. I was out on a story.
Yep. It did.
How does that keep happening?
I don't know. Every time the heat guys are here.
I don't get it.
It's like no one's upstairs, so it wasn't them.
I know, there's like nobody in the building today. What happened? Well, let's fix it.
Well, they said that the.
Spraying, so it wasn't us.
I thought they said the heating guys were here, but they wouldn't be here on a Monday, on a Martin Luther King Day.
But it's right now, currently, and this is not official weather watching temperatures, 113 degrees in the newsroom right now. Is it 113? Okay, yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah, that's why my hair's frizzing.
I'm starting to sweat.
Seriously, I'm like,
super hot.
It did. I thought it was me. Wait, is weather or is Jackie's first.
Would you like the first part or the second part? You decide.
I'll take the first one.
Okay.
Starting to melt.
Yep.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Hey,
Makeup's
Olaf, what's going on over there?
Makeup's melting.
Makeup's just gonna start.
Woo.
Summer.
My nose is itchy. I'll run 7 marathons in 7 days.
On 7 continents. Oh boy.
Look at me, I'm rubbing my nose.
Yes, Fred says hello to you.
Hi, Fred.
His ankle's
feeling better.
Oh, I'm so glad your ankle's feeling better.
Make sure you knew.
Thank you.
Daily update on Fred. People want to know. Fred hooks us up. My man. Fred watched every episode of the Olympic Zone. Fred and I have been together for a while.
That's nice.
Fred is loyal.
Was he a fifth quarter fan from back in the day? The original fifth quarter?
We had the internet back then. So.
Oh, yeah, good point. Oh, that's so sad. We certainly know it was a cold one out there today, but some people were still braving the elements.
Yeah, but that cold weather doesn't bother UMaine hockey fans, obviously. News Center's Jackie Mundry joins us now from Bangor with the details. Hey, Jackie.
Hey guys, that's right. They braved the elements. These UMaine students were not bothered by the cold at all. Some of them arrived at the rink before 9:30 this morning. I talked to a group of students that were playing games while they passed the time and got ready for the big rivalry game against the New Hampshire Wildcats. It's a tradition this group of friends has been doing for years. Every time the Wildcats come to town, they get there early, they play some games, they order some pizza, and they make sure they have good seats when the doors open.
So I think it started off as just a time killer because normally it's not at 2 in the afternoon and you got to get there quite early. So it was just a way to kill time, have some fun before the game, and just kind of get hyped up to watch the Black Bears take on the Wildcats.
And these fans were definitely hyped up. The Alfond was loud. The Black Bears got up to a quick 2-0 lead, but my New Hampshire Wildcats, I'm a biased alum, were able to come back and the final score was 4-4 in overtime. These rivals will meet again, this time in Durham next weekend for a 2-game series. Guys.
Fun. Yeah, you and Pat Callahan. That's all I hear about. UNH, whatever. All right, Jackie, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jackie.
So, yeah.
It's cold.
Wow.
Is it cold?
Yeah.
No, it was that, like, when, listen, I saw the forecast. I'm like, oh, it's going to be cold tomorrow. I walk out and it was like, like it takes your breath away.
It hurts my
cold.
teeth.
Like, yeah, it was cold.
Yeah, it was. It was cold tonight. It's going to stay cold tonight. I mean, we're talking about wind chills potentially down to 35 below zero. So it's dangerous to be outside for very long. So make sure you're staying nice and warm. Skies will clear out too as we go throughout the next several hours. Still a few clouds out there, but things are going to clear out. We will see some sunshine tomorrow, but it is just staying brutally cold. Higher pressure moving into place for tomorrow. So again, we'll see more in the way of sunshine. Not a lot going on other than that. Check out the current wind chills though. 12 below is what it feels like in Rockland. Feels like 16 below in Augusta. Feels like 20 below right now in Lewiston, 21 below in Sanford, and 11 below currently in Holton. So wind chills are extremely cold, and as we go through the overnight hours and into even very early tomorrow morning, they could get even colder. So please make sure you're staying warm. Don't forget about your pets, and you may want to get a chance, if you get a chance, to check out on your elderly neighbors. A good plan too. Wind chill either advisories or warnings in place for the entire state for tonight into early tomorrow morning. Don't worry too much about the technical definitions of these, but make sure you know that the wind chill tonight could fall to as low as 35 degrees below zero. So as we go through the overnight hours and into early tomorrow morning, again, those wind chills won't be quite as bad, but still 10 to 25 below tomorrow morning, and then by tomorrow afternoon we're about 5 to 15 below. Going throughout the day tomorrow, the actual air temperature won't be much warmer either. You can see our highs by tomorrow afternoon. They'll make it a little warmer into the upper teens, maybe a couple low 20s with some clouds moving in, but we will see some sun tomorrow. That's my positive spin on things as we go through the day tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, things starting to get a little bit more interesting. Clouds increasing. You'll notice though the temperatures warming up into the mid to upper 30s. We'll see some rain and snow mix in for Wednesday night and into the day on Thursday. Looks like it will continue as rain as temperatures make it into the 40s. Some of the snow that's out there now will be doing some melting. Seas 4 to 6 feet for tomorrow. Winds from the northwest at 20 to 25 knots. Those winds could gust as high as 35 knots. So another very cold day for tomorrow as we go into the day on Wednesday, especially Wednesday afternoon and evening. That's when we'll see that rain and snow move in. Looks like the snow will be confined mostly to about the northern third of the state, north of about Millinocket. Most of us will see rain for the day on Thursday. Temperatures getting a little bit warmer into the 30s and 40s. We'll be able to melt some of that snow that's out there. But going into this weekend, the first half of the weekend, brutally cold again. So a couple more cold days on the way.
So you get a little reprieve.
Exactly, with rain and then cold.
All right, great.
All right.
Thanks for all the great news, Jess. Appreciate it.
Come back anytime.
News Center Maine at 5:30 coming up next. Let's check in with Amanda, see what she has for us. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, guys. Bitter cold and wind really hindered cleanup efforts today. It also threw a wrench in the plans of those hoping to take advantage of the day off, closing down a few of those ski lifts out there. And that bitter cold is only about to get worse, as Jess just said. And as strange as it is to think about, kids as young as 6 years old are wearing contact lenses. Doctors say they can offer several benefits for children. We'll have the details on that coming up on News Center at 5:30. Back to you.
All right, Amanda, thank you very much. Now we'll continue after this.
Look what you did.
Your best work.
You ruined it.
Right
Thank you. I think so.
Don't you think so? Wasn't she great?
We're fighting right now. We're fighting. We're fighting. He's being very mean to me.
I'm helping you.
No.
Helping.
This is you.
Oh, I didn't even say anything to Justin.
What?
What? He just gave us a compliment. You didn't even say anything.
Who? Justin?
Yes.
I didn't hear him. What, Justin? Oh.
It's really me. Just to be clear.
Justin's saying that because you're wounding his fellow roadie girl.
Lordy Lou.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyone else we need to talk to? Anyone else have any injuries? What about the Pats game? How did people feel? That was my story for tonight at 6. The stress, the anxiety, the biting of the nails, the stress eating.
On the fire alarm, that's true.
Watch, I'm gonna, my fingers on my mouth. Watch, ready? Watch.
Oh boy. What's going?
Stress eating. That was stress eating. Stress drinking. Stress eating.
I didn't have a single sip of a drink yesterday.
No.
No, I had to be focused. Focused on the game.
No.
Focus. Laser focus.
Why? Because you helped them? Like, were you calling the shots?
Hold on. Are you saying I didn't? Because I've been to 7 Super Bowls and they've won 5. So you're welcome.
Hold on. You weren't at the last one.
They lost.
And they lost. That was the first one you hadn't been to.
I'm not saying anything.
Well, I'm thinking we need to send you back out. That's
I didn't go in 86. They lost. I was in high school. I didn't go in 95. They lost. Just saying.
Seriously, though, is that true? All the ones you didn't go to, they.
5-2.
Oh my gosh.
Because I've been to 7 and I did lose 2 that I was at.
Oh, the Giants, 5. The crazy.
The Giants.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I can't talk about it.
Yeah, my therapist says it's good not to talk about it.
The 18-0 season that should have been 19-0, but whatever. It's fine. It's all good.
No, I'm not even still hanging on to that.
No, not at all.
Whatever.
No.
Toad's fine. Here, let's split this.
No, you got it. I'll just sit here and just be your eye candy.
I'll do the. I have a cavity.
Sorry.
No more candy. Me, you.
All right.
And then I'll get us out of here. Okay?
Okay.
Collecting valuable comic books. It is a great pastime as long as you do it legally.
Always good no matter what you choose.
Might want to throw that in there. A Florida man is being charged with stealing $1.4 million Batman comic book collection.
Yeah, police caught up with the suspect in Arizona when he tried to sell 4 of the comic books in that collection. The owner said those were 4 of the more than 400 pieces of memorabilia the suspect allegedly stole from his storage unit in Florida. The owner says he hopes the rest of his collection can be recovered.
So, a good lesson. Don't steal.
True, or let anyone know what you have in your storage unit. Just saying.
Or
don't
steal.
Or don't steal.
Just start right there, leave it right there. Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Wait, Justin's going to say something. Oh,
10.
We have to go.
Aww.
News Center Maine at 5:30 is coming your way next. Have a good rest of your night, everybody.
Oh.
Okay, Facebook.
Bye, Facebook. Thanks for letting me play tonight. Lindsay's back tomorrow.